Fuck. Killian! You won, right?
Yeah, I totally beat him with like my drones and shit. Just all in them, Terran style.
How you doing?
Yeah. Oh no, he just left straight away. So
What?
I'll do it again.
Alright, hold on one sec, let me re-invite you. My internet reset, I don't know why, but... Oh shit, my shit's... Hold on, let me relog. Oh fuck.
Your computer not like playing on the EU side or something?
No, it's actually just my internet kinda weird.
Alright. Sucks. Yeah, I hear a lot of bad things about American internet.
Yeah. How is you're in the UK?
Yeah, well, the people we're with is Virgin Media, and they just suck dick, so... Always have done, always will, I think.
Alright, can you message me and have that Cimarron dude message me? Oh, there he is.
Yep. I'm still in the park with him, so... What's your... thingamabob number?
Oh, I see. Fuck. I don't even know. Oh. 487. Alright, here, I'll just message you. Or look at me in the chat or whatever. Are you in the chat? You should be able to just click my name and invite me.
Ah, yeah, there you go. And... suggest for party. Oh, there you go.
Okay, so am I getting invited?
Play, do what?
Why am I getting invited to the party?
No idea. Trying to message him. Oh, no. Never mind.
I have a DOS keyboard. Somebody was asking. Alright. Ready?
As I'll ever be. If I can do this, I'll be happy.
Me
I
too.
have to quiver in fear.
Like I said, man, even if you don't beat him here, I mean, like I said, this is a good exercise in working out mechanics and whatnot. And I guarantee you, dude, like I said, you're not miles and miles behind this guy. It's not like you're just getting totally fucking outstomped every single game. So I mean, when you go back to playing people in your own league in silver and even in gold, you should roll them pretty easy. This guy's forgetting fairly well, and his decision-making abilities are fairly well too. His decision to go Void Ray last game was. Hey, this is D to the Destiny. No, that's retarded. Sorry. Hey, that little Overlord trick is cool too. Who told you that, or who taught you that?
Can't remember now. But I mean, I see a lot of casters bang on about it all the time. So.
Oh, cool. That's some high level shit right there. Most people in I don't know. There's a lot of Masters League people that don't even know about that shit. No joke.
That's pretty cool. Oh wait, why the fuck am I scouting? I already know where he is. Jesus.
The Overlord trick I'm talking about is where he scouts the enemy's base with the Overlord. Your Overlord has 1 or 2 more Matrix lengths of vision than a Nexus or a Command Center does. So if you scout the enemy Nexus or Command Center, you can pull the Overlord back immediately, and the enemy doesn't know that you're right next to him. So now the Protoss is still scouting all those western bases, and the Zerg already knows where the Protoss is, so you can send a drone straight to him if you need to. I think you got an extra Overlord in there somehow. Get that queen out ASAP.
No.
Keep droning. Who was that? Was that your mom?
Yeah.
Tell her I said hi.
Well, she's pissed off now.
Oh, why is she mad?
Oh no, I meant gone away.
Oh. Oh, hey, fucking weird. She's pissed off and she's went away. Cool, I feel like I learned some UK slang today.
I feel like I'm sitting on it quite a bit.
Oh, so like when the British people like piss off, they just mean like go away. I understand. Cool, okay, fucking sweet, dude. You just made so much click in my head, you don't even understand.
Why am I so many minerals?
Make another queen of that expansion. Start harping on lings right now. Only lings. And and overlords too, of course. I would transfer 6 drones from your main to that expansion. Since you're not making any more drones, you've got an unbalanced amount of mining up top.
Crying out loud. I keep forgetting my speed.
Our forces are under attack.
I don't know if I necessarily like those spine crawlers going down, because I don't know if you could really say that he's forgetting, but I mean, it works. And now that I see these units outside his base, now it definitely looks like he's... When you're in this kind of all-in survival mode, I would pull all your drones off gas and put everybody on minerals. Start getting another Overlord coming too. And inject, inject, inject. Back off with those lings. You always want your spine crawlers to be fighting. Generally, you want your lings to tank for the spine crawlers so that your spine crawlers aren't taking damage. I would throw down a 3rd one. You've got the money for it. There's no reason not to. And continue to produce lings. You got a lot of idle larvae. Careful, careful. That 3rd spine crawler is going to be pretty exposed. Watch out, don't let him ramp run you. If he runs up that ramp, it's almost GG automatically.
Metamorphosis complete.
Ling speed is cool. Still got 1 drone on gas, I think. What's going on at your front? What's going on at your front? You don't want to start losing spine crawlers. It'd be very, very bad. You got a ton of lings that are sitting right behind your hatchery that aren't doing anything. Yeah, right there. Fight with them. More. You got more sitting there. Keep massing lings. Back with those lings. Back with those. Oh, never mind. I would bring that 2nd spine crawler and put it closer to your 1st one so that it can't get picked off without the other one being able to help. Inject, inject, inject. Right now, the eastern side of your expansion is very exposed. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Your spines aren't helping. There you go. Cool fight. Yeah. Keep making lings. Eastern side of your expansion is very exposed, and you noticed it. He's gonna start fighting you on the east side. I would build another spine crawler right behind your hatchery in the mineral field. Careful, careful, careful. Cool. That was a good decision to go for the stalkers like that. You've got more lings that are just kind of idling. Just continue to produce lings. All you have to do is survive this kind of play, and you're pretty much guaranteed to win. At this point, you see where that pylon is? If you knock that out, that'll stop his pressure. I would take all your lings and just run to his expansion right now. All you're making from now on is drones. Just produce drones. That's all you need to make. And start your lair, too. Remember, your opponent has 3 possible plays that he can make from this position. Take all your lings and run to his expansion. He can either expand and play from behind, save up a big army to try and A-move you, or switch to some kind of secret tech, either DTs or Void Rays. You get another proxy pylon staying in front of your base. I would send 2 lings to take care of it. He's probably not going to try and warp in any units, but just... Careful, don't waste all those lings. You don't need to feel the need to... What? Oh, you don't have to kill him. Okay, there you go, sorry.
Yeah.
You shouldn't feel the need to try and finish the game right now. You're in a very, very, very enviable position. You're doing very well. You're ahead in army, you're ahead in economy, and you're ahead in bases. The only possible advantage he could have right now is being ahead on tech, but that's why you're rushing to a lair. Yeah, start mining all of your gases. Just drone really, really heavy. In this position, I would even throw down 2 more spine crawlers at your natural. At this point, you might feel like you should take a 3rd. I wouldn't. You're already 2 bases to 1. It's highly unlikely you're going to need 3 to deal with whatever he's got. Right now, taking a 3rd is just money that you should be putting in into surviving this push. All you have to do is survive this push, and you've won the game.
Okay. So he's gonna all in me anyway?
Yeah. He has to. He's only on 1 base. Another option... I'm sorry, there is a 4th option, too. He could take a hidden base. You might want to send a ling to every expo just to scout for it. It would be an extremely risky move by the Protoss since you pretty much have map control, but...
Okay.
Keep injecting.
What tech should I go for, by the way?
I would go for
What,
Mutalisk.
Hydra?
But that's just me. But I would do it since I'm teaching you right now. Wait, what do you hear? Hydra, let's go Hydra, go Hydra, go Hydra, go Hydra. Get both of your queens on that ramp. You need to fight that Void Ray. Both of your queens need to be up there right now, right now, right now. Oh boy. Start making more queens. Make 2 more queens right now. Transfuse that queen with your second one. If that queen dies, you've lost the game almost. It would be very bad. Transfuse? Cool. Very good, very good, very good. Yes. It's good that you want to pull drones to fight. That would be the right decision if that was a ground unit, but... Nice.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
What's going on? Spacebar. Minimap.
Okay, so he's gonna expand.
Maybe. Maybe he's expanding, maybe he's pushing. I would produce a whole bunch of lings right now.
Fucking lava.
Got that Hydra den coming?
No, I don't.
I would make it.
There we go.
I would check that expansion out. There's no reason why he should be able to expand. What's going on up there? Is he expanding? I would just suicide all your lings into his front. Just take them all in there. What other kinds of tech do you think you could rush right now if the air failed?
Not even sure. I'll go for some Colossi.
It's possible.
Maybe. Oh yeah, he's expanding.
Yeah, looks like it. I would continue to just throw units at this expo. Well, without wasting them all, but...
Okay,
Just start mass-producing Hydras and you should be able to roll them over. What other kinds of tech could he use to catch up right now if he was really behind?
sure. I want to say DTs, but let's have a look.
If you can't take out his second base, you might want to throw up a third. Although really, I mean, you've got so many resources that you're floating right now. You should be able to pressure him out of having this base.
Our forces
What's going on? Spacebar.
The hive class
Spacebar,
is
what's...
under attack. Our forces
You got DT. Where'd that overseer go? You're losing a lot of drones right now. And your expansion too, dude.
The hive cluster is under
Oh
attack.
shit.
Our drones are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Alright, and the second one?
There you
Okay.
go.
Drones back to
Maybe.
mining. You're still floating a ton of money.
Yep. Make a second overseer, I guess.
Yeah, what's going on in his natural? You've got vision. Okay, just continue to mass out hydras.
The hive
What's going on?
cluster is under
Spacebar.
attack.
Take it out.
There's-
No, you didn't need to cancel that, but that's alright. Send one overseer and all your hydras down to that base. Take out that pylon too.
Okay.
You're not mining at all from that expansion.
Our forces are under attack.
You got it. Kind of losing control of your injections and everything too.
Yeah. We get into a panic when that kind of shit happens.
Sure.
Okay.
So you know he has Dark Templar. Do you know what other units he can make using that kind of same vein of tech?
High Templar.
Okay. How do High Templar do against hydras?
Pretty much count them.
Pretty
Although,
much. Well, so what other units could you make?
Make roaches.
Yep. I would throw down I'd retake that third expo and start droning pretty hard, dude. Still not mining from that natural.
Our forces are under attack.
What was that?
It's
Spacebar. You know, just killed your thing at the watchtower?
No.
What's going on in that natural? I mean your enemies. Yeah, okay. So he does have High Templar. So you're gonna need roaches. Lots of roaches. You're also
Roaches.
still need to get those injections.
Forces
Get used to just periodically just double tap 5, inject, double tap 6, inject. Just do that way more often than you think you need to. And it'll help with keeping that money down. I'd produce roaches almost exclusively from this point. Those High Templar are going to demolish your current comp.
Yeah.
Is he taking a third?
mineral
What's going on? What do you see?
He's moving out.
Yep.
Jeez.
I get all of your army back to let him engage the spine crawlers first. You really need to right-click move command away from these storms. Or even into his army. Micro is going to be a very determining factor here. Start producing roaches like crazy as soon as your hydras start to die. Go for it, man. Move your Hydra's out. Ow, it's painful. But you have so much. I would push right into his natural and keep producing roaches.
Mineral
Move, move, move. Only half your units are moving. Work as a team.
Look at these hydras doing. Jesus.
I would bring an overseer too. What if he has DT to defend?
Nah. I'll leave one back on my base, I guess.
Our forces are under attack.
Keep attack. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Fuck this motherfucker up. But watch out for the High Templar. Pull back. Pull back. Pull back. Fight. 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 You got brooches. Use them. Your roaches are being rallied. They're move commanding into his army and dying for nothing. They're martyring themselves. Storms. You're not really moving out of them. Continue to inject. Just get used to double tapping that 5, the 6 to inject on those hatcheries. I would check him for a third base, see if he's got that third around the corner. Maybe even just with the overseer. And also take all the drones in your main and just send it to your third.
Field depleted. Our forces are under attack.
You need to, you really need to see if he's got a third, because that's going to change the way this game, how you should feel about this game right now.
Jesus, so many idle drones.
Yep, take him to your third. There you go. Start making more and more roaches. Remember, get used to just double tapping 5, 6. Inject, inject, 5, 6, inject, inject. What do you got up there? What do you see? It's
Our forces
spacebar, spacebar.
Yeah, it's not third. No. Just wondering if I should go attack it or just wait.
You know, you could throw down a spire and start massing Muta. You've got enough money.
Is that a good idea with how many high Templar he has, or do you reckon he'll stop making them now?
Well, you might have to throw a roach up at that watchtower.
Ah, DTs. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know why I said mutas. You should keep massing roaches. That was my bad.
mineral field depleted.
You didn't have to cancel the spire though. That was kind of unwarranted.
I don't know. Yeah, no, you're right.
Metamorphosis complete.
Getting supply blocked pretty hard. Upgrades are probably something you should consider, or have considered a long time ago. But start producing overlords too. I would even take maybe your gold, and then throw up. You want to get roaches on those watchtowers.
Yeah. Now I think about it, I probably wanted a spire for corruptors.
Yeah,
Probably
if he
gonna go-
goes Colossus, you would probably need those. I would start working on upgrades.
Oh, he sees my 4th.
Section, go look at my website, bro. Protoss could be taking the entire left side of the map right now. You don't really know, or you need to scout it. Whenever you get maxed versus a Protoss, I would just attack. I mean, when you're maxed, you don't really want to give him a chance to max out if he's not already.
Yeah. Okay. So he's gonna.
What's going on?
Oh shit.
Remember to pull back on those storms. Pull back on those storms. Pull back just a little bit and keep fighting, and he'll end up storming his own zealots. Pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. Keep fighting, keep fighting. Pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. Your pullbacks are just a little bit too slow. Start making units. Make a ton of units right now. You got tons of money and tons of hatcheries. Focus down these Archons that are morphing. Focus down the Archons that are morphing. Get everything. Don't waste any units. Don't let those roaches. Just rally right in front of your natural. Keep making units. Pull back. Don't let roaches die.
Forces are under attack. The hive cluster is under attack. The speed guys are exhausted.
I would send a roach to check those western bases. Start mining your gold.
Oh, it's roach.
The hive cluster is under attack. Our forces are under attack. Mutation complete. Our forces are under attack. Defeated. Our forces are under attack.
I think you've got, there are like two things that are working against you really bad right now in the mid to late game. The first is your I don't know if I would call it, I guess just kind of control, just like moving drones around bases, like getting everything kind of mined out and kind of being in control of your army. I think you can improve that a lot by just exercising hotkeys more. Like I said with those queens, just double tap 5, inject, double tap 6, inject. Get used to doing that, like put it on autopilot like every 10 to 15 seconds. And it'll help you not spend that money as much. And I think you also, I think you kind of underestimate yourself in terms of how you're doing against the Protoss. Did you ever feel like you were ahead that game?
Maybe the beginning. That's about it.
Maybe the beginning? Okay, well,
Yeah.
hold on, I'm going to show you. Because I think you're going to be really surprised. If you want to turn the stream on real fast, I'm going to show you after that Ling rush, after killing the Void Ray, just how far ahead you were. Because I don't even think you realize like how much of a dominating lead you had over him. Okay, so you just beat his 4-gate, okay?
Okay.
So right after beating his 4-gate, if we look at the army, you have a 700 mineral army. He has no standing army right now. He doesn't even have he doesn't have a single zealot. He has nothing, okay? If I take a look at the income tab, you have he's got more harvesters than you, but you've got an expansion, okay? So I mean,
Okay.
he's I guess you could say he's a little bit ahead on income, but he has no army. You've got an expansion, okay? You've got a defended expansion. You're not putting more money into defending this. So now after this, I tell you to just mass drone. So now we're gonna wait like 2 seconds, and we're gonna see. Okay, so now you've droned a little bit. So now you're ahead on harvesters, okay? It's 25 to 24. I'm gonna check the army tab. Your armies are about even, okay? And you've got an expo running. You're in a really strong position right now. You're ahead of him on bases. You've got your lair done. Your armies are about even. There's no reason from this point in the game he should be able to beat you. In StarCraft 2, you've got two things. You've got economy and you've got army. If you ever pass your opponent in both of those regards, then then you should never lose the game ever.
Okay.
Does that make sense? When people do a one-base all-in rush, they're sacrificing economy for a bigger early army. So if your opponent is playing greedier or fast expands, he's getting a bigger economy in exchange for a smaller army. So you see how nobody's ever really, based on any one build you do, it doesn't get you ahead in both regards. But if at any point in a game you are ahead in both regards, you should never lose the game.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you stop the Void Ray. If I take a look at the units lost, he's lost almost twice as much as you, okay? Your armies, he's starting to get a bit of an army, but I mean, if I check the income, you're collecting, you've almost got twice as many, well, a 4-to-3 ratio of workers to him, and you've got an expansion, okay? That's important. So, I mean, like I said, you're still, even at this point, you're in a really enviable position, okay? Now, if I look at this in terms of just pure macro, you have, you're sitting on 1,600 minerals, okay? Do you see that?
Yep.
If you could
Yeah.
convert those 1,600 minerals right now into like 60 Zergling, so basically your army would go from this to this plus 60 Zergling, you would be able to attack him and just destroy him right now. There's no possible way, if you look at this guy's army, that he could defend like a 70 Zergling assault. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
So this is right now the only reason you lost this game is just because you're floating these resources here. Otherwise, you were ahead in every single regard. And then when I was telling you he shouldn't be able to expand, you would be able to just slam links into this expo. There's no possible way he would be able to defend it. Make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like, at least you kind of gotten the holding off the 4-gate out of the way. I think you can do that. I think right now at the level you can do that, you should be able to do it easily against anybody in your division or anybody in your league and the league above you. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Other than that, I mean, yeah, focus on hotkeys. Keep his expansion scouted, so that you know kind of what's up.
Yeah. Definitely.
Other than that, yeah. Do you have any questions or anything?
Trying to think. No, I think yeah, no. Covered
Okay.
everything.
I mean, we kind of just finished. If any questions or whatever come up, you can always just drop me an email and I'll do my best to answer them.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yeah, sounds cool.
All right. Well, hey, don't get too depressed. Like I said, remember this guy's like a mid-level platinum player. You should be able to take what you know here now and go to your ladder and smash any silver or gold players.
Okay, that's great.
All right.
Yeah, cheers for that.
All right. Well, hey, good luck, man.
Okay, cheers.
See you later. What do you want, Speed? Put. Oh. I mean, I don't know if I would say they're soft. I don't know how I would describe it. I mean, I guess they're soft. I don't know. I don't feel like my fingers get tired, and I type for, or obviously play. Look at how messy my desktop get. Holy fucking shit, dude. Where the fuck do you see location? Huh. Sorry, somebody wanted me to look something up. Hold on, assholes. I have one more to do. Oh, man. Hell yeah, I fixed my account. And I got a baller. Memory overclocked, GPU overclocked, and my fucking quad core overclocked. 4 gigs. 4 gigahertz. It's cool. Don't be jealous. Windows experience, yeah, I know. They give my processor 7.7. I know you're jealous of how Windows likes my GPU. I love you, Speed. It's just cold on air, but it's a really good air cooler. I got like a 6-pipe heatsink and a cool case and all that good shit. Oh. What are those new... Dude, I don't even want to look and see what these new eye processors are like. I'm probably going to kill myself. The fuck, where is CPU? Oh, there we go. These are the new ones? Holy shit, these things come clocked really fucking high. A 3.4? What the fuck? How high do these things overclock? Anatech got to 4.8 on a stock cooler? Oh boy, this is... Fuck, man, I just bought my shit like 6 months ago? What the fuck? Why does Intel have to do a new fucking socket type every fucking time they release a new fucking CPU? Whoa, whatever. They're... never mind. Shit, the guy told me yesterday. I didn't know that these were... whatever. So I would need a new motherboard. What is this, like quad channel memory? So you need new RAM too? Fucking Intel, man. That's not a new socket. 1155? What were the i5s or whatever on that? Wait, what other processors use the 1155 socket type? Alright, whatever. DRM on the hardware level? What? AMT's used the same socket type for the past like 3 years, haven't they?
Hello.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Pretty good, and you?
Pretty good. All right, hold on 1 second. We're back. All right, what's up?
Oh, I hate Tyrant.
You hate Terran?
Yeah.
Well, that's no good.
Oh.
What build are you having most problems with right now?
It's just so much to deal with Terran because what happened is they could like have like Hellion harass and then right away in your face is the banshees and after that maybe marine tanks and you know
Uh-huh.
it just like constant pressure and it once you do one thing and right away another thing came and the economy and stuff and just falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
I just have a hard time to deal with it.
What league
And
are you?
also, I'm sorry.
What league are you in?
Plastic? No, I'm just kidding. Platinum.
Platinum? That's not that bad.
Yeah. I feel I can beat Terran slightly below my level, but if it equal kind of a skill, it's gonna be a really hard time to beat them. I don't know. It just like either I usually go for Mute and Ling and Bane, but the problem is that if like the micro slightly off, the Mute is gonna die so fast with the Thor.
Sure.
And then like I'm working so hard to to accumulate the Muta list and like 20 Muta, and then you just one slip and then you lose them all and then just die. I don't know. Do you have a like friends and they can play with against a little bit, so you can see what's going on?
Yeah. Any mid to high or low to mid diamond Terran players in here? You feel pretty good about your ZVZ and ZVP right now?
I not pretty good, but the most trouble I have is the Terran.
Okay, because
so
I was
far.
gonna say your win percentage is pretty good. I mean, 124 and 98. I mean, I don't know, it's not exactly 50-50. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, I if I ladder more, I may be like
Sure.
high platinum probably. Yeah.
Whoa, wait, hold on, what? Alright, I'm about to start. Ready?
Yeah.
Alright, I muted my microphone. It's over now? You motherfuckers. Like the Metal Gear Solid games?
Yeah, I loved it. That's the whole reason I was buying a PSV.
Absolutely fucking crazy how many things came together in that final game.
Yeah,
Okay, focus, sorry.
yeah, that's okay.
The hive cluster is under attack. Our drones are under attack.
How are you at holding off 2 racks?
I'm sorry?
How are you at holding off 2 racks?
If I see 2 racks, I'd probably put down square collar right away if my when I have hatch finishes.
Our drones are under attack.
Ah!
The
Alright,
hive cluster is under attack.
nothing I can do now.
The hive cluster is under attack. The hive cluster is under attack. Our forces are under attack. under attack.
Oh man. Hmm.
The hive cluster is under attack. Our forces. Our forces are under attack.
Oh.
forces are under attack. Our 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 forces are under attack.
Alright, so I don't know if the Terran was listening to you complain, but this is pretty much exactly the kind of build that you said kind of fucks you up, right?
Yeah.
The way, okay, so ignoring how imbalanced Terran is, because honestly I feel like TVZ is a really fucking frustrating matchup. What's happening here is the Terran approach to this game is he has like this kind of multi-checkpoint thing that you have to cross, okay? You can't fail any part of this test, okay?
Yep.
First part of the build is 5 Marines and 1 Hellion, or 4 Marines and 1 Hellion is how it generally opens, okay?
Yeah.
Second part of the build is a 1 to 3 Banshee with or without Cloak Rush, okay?
Mhm.
And then the third part of the build is usually Marine Tank. What happens is if you get even a little bit fucked up at any part of either of those harasses, then you're fucked. You've lost the game. If the Hellion Marine fucks you up a little bit too much, then the Banshees are going to demolish you and set you. And if you manage to survive that, then you're still even further behind from when the Marine tank comes. You know.
Yeah.
If you hold off everything perfectly, you're not even ahead. You're playing on an even level. Okay. I think that I could rage about how I think that's an imbalanced approach to RTS. I think that if you defend every single little cheesy bullshit, or not cheesy, but every single little harass he sends, I think you should be a little bit ahead for it. But in reality, you're about on an even level playing field if you perfectly defend the initial push and then any Banshee follow-up that happens. I'm just gonna play one quick game against this guy, and I'm just gonna walk you through my build. I think that if you follow my build pretty closely, I think it'll cover all of those checkpoints, and it will inject you into a mid game where you feel very comfortable. I guess using strategy, macro, micro, and units to play against the Terran instead of feeling like you're always backed into a corner, waiting for him to come kill you.
Okay.
Your unit control was pretty good. I mean, I think you made some good decisions. Sending all of your lings from that second base to try and pressure his expansion, I think was a pretty good decision. Obviously, he had tanks sitting there, so it didn't work out for you. In the future, you can use lings like that to just cut off reinforcements so that the army sitting outside of your base, doesn't get bigger and bigger and bigger, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, when I sent to the tower, I was trying to actually cut the reinforcement.
Yeah. But then you accidentally ended up chasing the Marines into the base and then the tanks.
We require more minerals.
This kind of play here, I would say, is very common. Maybe 30 to 40% of your ZVTs, they'll do this kind of play. The other play is obviously just 2 racks, you know?
Yeah.
My general, I noticed that you extractor tricked. It's not really a big deal, but I think 9 Overlord is slightly more economical than extractor tricking.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I just sometimes just get into the habit that I just do it
sure.
and didn't even think about it.
Sure. Typically, if I ever see one gas going up, I'm going to start the game off assuming that he's going to do that 5 Marine, 1 Hellion rush, okay?
Oh, okay.
This gas steal is very, 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 very important. Some people say that it doesn't matter at all, or it doesn't make a difference, or it won't mess the turn timing up at all. What this gas steal does is this gas steal makes it so that if he sends Banshees into your base, he will not have Cloak when they first show up. You will have time to make a lair and get an Overseer before he gets Cloak, okay? I guarantee you. If I pull off this gas steal successfully, I've never, ever lost to Cloak Banshees following that.
Yeah, like that. I usually do that because even they have go for Banshee, they at least probably delayed. So you know, like I do that all the time, but sometimes I just forgot to you know, like cancel it and rebuild it, and so they can just get it back right away or something like that.
Sure. One of the most important things with my build is that it involves getting 3 queens. Having 3 queens will help you hold off that initial Hellion Marine rush, and it will help you when the first Banshee shows up. Also, just in case he waits and brings 2 Banshees, 3 queens should be able to take that.
The hive cluster is under attack. Not enough energy.
Oh shit.
Not enough energy.
Typically, right about now, I would be throwing up my a spine crawler in that base, but he delayed it a little bit. I can make a spine crawler in my main base and then just move it down as soon as it finishes. I probably should have started that a little bit earlier, but
Yeah.
in anticipation for holding off this Marine Hellion thing, I wouldn't make more than 6 Zergling, honestly.
Yeah, true. When I see the Marine move out, I should just made a spine call. I was hesitating if making one or not.
Yeah. Just because you're going to be working with non-speed lings, and this Hellion is going to mess him up so bad.
Yeah.
Queens aren't the best units in the game, but they do tank very well. So, if, like I said, you only really need like 6 lings. And in conjunction with these queens, you should be able to hold it off. Oh boy. I'm a little rusty. This is my first game of the day, don't hate. If it looks like your opponent is investing more into the harass than normal, like I saw that he brought a lot of Marines there, don't be afraid to make a few more lings if you need to. Next 100 gas should go towards making your lair.
There. Okay.
And I started.
Slightly late. See, that's another thing is when do you actually start making layer? The timing is really.
Generally, as soon as I start mining that first gas, my first 100 gas goes towards speed, and my next 100 gas is going towards making a lair.
Okay.
I see a command center going down, and I see bunkers going up, which leads me to believe that he probably won't send Banshees now, but it's still possible that he might. So I'm going to work on that lair. Really, there's no reason right now for me not to have both control towers either. When your lair is about halfway done, mine is more than halfway done, sorry. I would throw up a Baneling nest just to get ready for that Marine tank push. You really, 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 really want speed, and you want creep for when that first push comes. If you don't have Banelings with speed, and you don't have creep spread for that first push, Banelings are worthless. Watching Banelings roll around without speed or without being on creep is it's a depressing and sad and pathetic sight. The fact that I see him putting bunkers up outside of his base, he's choosing to invest in static defense over building units. That means he's probably not planning on pushing right now. Okay, and I see that first Banshee has shown up. Now, I don't know if it's because I stole his gas or what, but he doesn't have cloak, and that's good. However, I'm just going to anticipate him getting it, and right now I'm already going to start to morph an Overseer. Oh boy, man. No control today. Sorry. Another nice thing about having 3 queens is it means there's always going to be a queen collecting extra energy, you know? Which means that there's no reason not to get this creep spread really, really, really aggressively. Typically, when you're playing these games, if you're droning up well enough, and you're just kind of making enough lings to, I don't know, blow up rocks, or like right now you really don't really need that many because I saw that he was making bunkers. You should take your third as soon as you start to float. Like as soon as you're sitting on like 400 to 500 minerals, you should work on taking your third. On Zelnaga Caverns, I like to take the gold. Personally, I think it's about as easy to defend as the other base, so there's no reason not to.
I just feel that the distance is shorter. It's really like the reaction time. It has to be really good, otherwise it's gonna be losing it really fast.
Yeah, that is true. The distance is quite a bit shorter.
Yeah. And also, like the little choke there, it's
can be a little bit harder to manage, yeah.
Yeah.
Although sometimes little chokes can work out in your favor. It gives the Marines less room to spread out.
True.
And then, like I said, this creep spread is important. Since I'm taking this third, I really, really, really want to have my creep spread spread far enough so that I'm ready for his first push. So that my creep spread can be so far that it almost reaches that tower. So his first push is kind of forced to be played on my ground, you know? So, I mean, I think, so far, like I said, I'm sorry, it's my first game of the day, and I'm also talking, so my play is really sloppy. But so far, I think just doing this build, so now you see where I'm at. I'm in the mid-game, I'm setting up a third base, I feel very comfortable. I've got my Mutas coming, I've got Baneling speed coming, I've got my upgrades working, I feel like I've got a healthy economy, you know, everything I feel like I'm set up for success right about here. None of his harass has really set me too far back, I'm still kind of, you know, getting all my shit macroed. And then really fast, you said you mentioned you had trouble where it feels like your mutas just die extremely fast to the Marines.
Either Marine or Swords.
Marines
like if they go Swords, then you have to box it. Otherwise, you can't just attack and move.
Yeah. You have to box. As far as versus Marines, your mutas never should ever fight Marines head on. What your mutas are doing are the mutas are kind of smacking the Marines in the back of the head while the Marines are running away from the Banelings. Your Banelings are there to make the Marines move command, and your mutas are there to punish the Marines for move commanding. Your Lings are there to clean up siege tanks. You can also use the mutas to clean up siege tanks, but I mean it kind of depends. Right now I'm kind of just waiting for this guy's first push. I should be sending in Lings at the front. Do you have his vision turned on, or are you just watching it from my point of view?
I'm just watching yours.
Okay.
Unacceptable command.
Okay, so I do see the pretty standard comp of Marine Siege Tank. The heavier your opponent goes on Marine, the more Banelings you want. The heavier he goes on Siege Tank, the more Mutas you want. You kind of have to be careful with that balance. So.
Yeah, that was my next question.
Yeah. Another nice thing about 3 Queen. So look at all this creep spread, man. I've got so much vision over the field, and no matter where he goes, whoa. Could also probably do with sticking some overlords down there. Okay, so now I don't even want him. I'm not going to give him a chance to set up. I'm not going to give him a chance to set up. I'm just going to go right now. The farther away he sets up for me, the better position I'm in to win this game. If you see the Terran moving out, you don't ever want the Terran. You don't want to sit there and watch him roll up to your expansion and make base. You don't want him to get all of his tanks perfectly sieged and all of his Marines set up. You don't ever want that to happen. As soon as you see him moving out, you treat it the same way as you do with Protoss with a lot of force field. You want him to waste all the force fields as close to their base as possible. So when they get to you, you just kind of have to attack it and you hope that they don't have much left. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah, so I understand the crypt spread. I just sometimes just don't remember to do it. Like, for example, injecting often. Like, 2 major things I was like having trouble with, like injecting often and script, like the creep. Because you know, like, when you have the vision, I see it, right? So then I know it's definitely have to engage before they're set up, right? So, you know, like, just I don't know how to, you know, when like do everything else and creeping and you know, like, stuff like that.
Sure. And a lot of that kind of maintenance is just stuff that you kind of have to play. You just have to play a lot of games until you get that under your belt. But right now, what I really want you to do in focusing on this build is I want you to get past the Hellion and the Banshee so that you can arrive into a mid game where you feel like you're in a very strong position. You feel very comfortable.
Oh, okay. So first 100 gas for the speed and second 100 gas for the layer, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Layer timing isn't that important. You can wait till you're floating maybe 200 or 300 gas, just because you're going to gas steal against him. So it's not like he's going to show up immediately with Cloak Banshees, but you do want to get that layer up pretty soon, because you want to start that Baneling speed upgrade. Oh, hey, choose Zerg, 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 Zerg.
Yeah, I just... Oh, shit.
Alright, Zerg it up. Alright.
Alright. Oops. Sorry, I just too used to 10 Overlord.
Our drones are under attack. They hide. The hive cluster is under attack. The hive cluster is under attack. The hive cluster is under attack. The hive cluster.
I get that third queen coming.
Our forces are under attack.
Also good to start that spine crawler and ling speed.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Since that second queen isn't up yet, I would bring both queens down, that other queen down your ramp. Remember, tank with the two queens and let the lings do the damage. But don't let the lings tank, because they'll die way too fast. Okay, you got 3 queens, cool. You can almost hold this off exclusively with queens. And then just be making drones. Nice, you're making drones right now, that's good. Even though it seems trivial, man, being able to make drones, you got queens wandering away. Being able to make drones while you have an enemy in your base attacking you, like it's a really, really big, it's a hard mental obstacle to overcome sometimes. So it's really good that you can do that.
Yeah, because YC, if I can hold off, I would just hold off the enemy, the typing enemy, whatever.
Yeah, a lot of people though, if they see enemies in their base, they just go into panic mode and they just make like 500 lings to hold off 4 marines that are gonna die to the units you already have anyway, you know? I would have all of your drones rallied on that expansion right now if you don't, just because your main is pretty heavily saturated compared to your expansion. Get a ling at each of the control towers and just keep droning up. Lair's about halfway done. I'd throw it on your baneling nest. And then I get a ling into his natural. See if you see any bunkers. If you see bunkers, that's a sign to you that you get to play really greedy. Also start mining all 4 of your gas. Yep, you see bunkers going up. So I would take the lings you have now, maybe make a few more, and start working on those rocks.
Okay.
The gold rocks. Keep getting that creep spread too. I get baneling speed. Yep, cool. Get a couple evo chambers down too.
Oh yeah.
What's going on there? What do you see?
Under attack.
Bench is coming.
Get that queen back.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Spire just finished. Nice. Get all your queens ready to defend this. All of your queens need to be ready to defend this.
Oh, where's my queen?
Start shooting now. You've got transfuses available too. Oh, you're sending the weak queen in first. He's gonna get picked off if you're not careful. You gotta get ready to transfuse. Good, having the overseer ready. Cool, cool, cool. Just fire. Transfuse, transfuse, transfuse. Oh, nice. So close. You're.
Oh, you just shed.
That was. You did really good up to that point, though. Hey, but dude, everything, like, right there, man, you fucking, your Spire was done, you had an Overseer ready to go, you had 3 Queens ready to go, so, I mean, aside from that one micro mistake, like, you totally fucking handled that situation, so that was good. You're floating a lot of minerals right now, keep injecting, throw it on the 2 Evo chambers so you can get your upgrades coming. Don't throw down that macro hatch, no, fuck no.
No?
Put it at the gold. Oh, never mind, whatever. Yeah, it worked. Oh, no, don't ever cancel a hatch! Sorry. Expo to the gold. If you feel like you've got a lot of money and you want to throw down a macro hatch, put it at your 4th. Start breaking down the rocks to your the natural 3rd instead of the gold, and throw down a hatchery in there.
Okay.
I would start making a 3rd queen now again, so that you can have a queen ready to start injecting that gold. And then right now you just need to be producing tons and tons of lings and mutilisks. You're anticipating him doing one of 2 things. He's either going to move out and try and take a 3rd, or he's going to move out and try and kill you. In either scenario, you need to be ready to slap him down for it. Keep spreading that creep. You want to get that creep as close to that tower as possible so that he can't siege off creep. Start pumping overlords too. You're starting to float a lot of minerals. You can make 120 lings right now, almost. Okay.
Our forces are under attack.
Try not to produce so many mutas that you don't have any gas for banelings. You want to control both towers at all times. You need to be ready when he moves out. You have to be ready to start morphing banelings. You also want to gas up that gold. You want to gas up that gold, and you want to and start droning that up. You've got an extractor in your main base that you're not mining either. The way that I control my armies at this point is usually mutas on 3, banelings on 2, and lings on 1. I really believe that you need all 3 of those groups of units on separate hotkeys. Get that creep spread. You've got lings sitting behind your nat doing nothing.
Mutation.
Oh shit, they're coming out.
Remember, it's very you don't want him to get all set up and comfortable. Well, what's going on? Take a look at what he's got there.
Yep.
Okay. At this point, generally what I would do is I would A-move my lings and mutas into it, and take your banelings and right-click them around the marines until they all explode and kill the marines. Ah, you lost a lot of banelings on that Thor. Your micro wasn't perfect, but hey, dude, you fucking got it. I would just A-move into his natural with that much, man. You got a lot of mutas, so you could smack any marines that pop. So, I mean, so the difference between this game and last game, the last game that you played, I mean, when his Hellions and Marines showed up, you were able to produce a lot of drones still. You didn't let that fuck your economy up. You didn't make too many lings. You had queens ready to defend it. When the Banshee showed up, you had an Overseer ready to just knock it out of the sky. That didn't fuck you up at all. Everything, you kind of continued to play your game. You weren't deterred by the random little stages of Terran harass. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that worked really well. I think it looked well. This guy is I mean, you said you're a platinum player, right?
Yeah.
This guy is a very, very solid diamond. I mean, at least.
Okay. That's not bad.
I mean, I just said because his win percentage is fairly okay. So I mean, I don't know. Hold on one second. Let me.
Another thing is, you see, like when they tag, I have like almost 2,000 minerals there. When they start harassing me, my minerals just start building up really quickly.
And stuff like that, things that you need to get on autopilot was double tap 5, double tap, boom, get those queens. Like, just, you need to be injecting. Like, if you watch games where I stay on top of my injections, I'm not looking back at my queens every 25 energy and injecting. What I'm actually doing is I'm looking back at my queens like every 8 to 10 energy. Like 90% of the time I go back to my queens, they're not even ready to inject yet. That just needs to be like an autopilot. It's almost like breathing. Like, just whoom, like every 5 seconds you're just always going back to those queens and injecting. When you do that, you'll find that you'll have much fewer minerals, more drones, more lings. Like, everything will get better if you can spend that money faster.
Right.
And I mean, that just comes from repetition and doing a lot of games over and over again,
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Another thing that happens is you really need to get on top of that gas, especially after you throw up a baneling nest or your lair is halfway done or starting. If you feel comfortable, if you see the Terran bunkering up its natural, take all 4 gas and start mining them right then and there. As soon as you take your 3rd and 4th, before you even worry about saturating the mineral part of it, start getting the gas mining.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah. And like, if you are not like telling me like the creep, like I probably wouldn't do that good. Maybe just in front of my doors and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, and again, that helps so much too. You didn't really. It was hard to tell last game because you didn't have it spread as much as you could have. But just being able to get those banelings in there faster so that the tanks aren't just sieging them from afar is so important. It might be the difference between 1 tank fire on the banelings and 2 tank shots onto the banelings.
Right. When you say I sacrificed a lot of banelings, but I did actually just move them. I didn't really command them though.
Oh, you just moved. Oh, then I guess there must have been a siege tank shot that got off on them. It looked like they all detonated on a tank or something.
Oh, okay. Cause I see all the Marines dead, so I just stop microing them. But after that, maybe blow up on a sword or something. Anyway, but
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, see, like right now, they only have maybe 1 Thor. Sometimes they will have more Thor. So my muta there, if I just tag move, that would be instantly just all dead.
Basically, what for that, it's an added level of micro. But what you need to do instead of attack moving your mutas in is you need to right-click your mutas over the Thors and then hit stop or just hit attack, and then your mutas will be kind of boxed over the Thors so the splash damage won't destroy them.
Right. The problem is, at the same time, I had micro the Bailings.
Yeah. So I mean that it's definitely an added level. Generally, the Terran isn't going to wait until he's got a lot of Thors to move out. Usually, as soon as he gets 1 or 2, he'll either move out to expand or move out to attack you, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. True. But if they have a lot of sword, probably won't have that many tanks, though, right?
Where what?
If they have more sword, then they probably wouldn't have that many tanks.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, did you have any other questions or anything?
And also maybe a question on ZVZ.
Sure.
What I usually do is very against your kind of a theory, but if it's really far away, I would do hatch first. But the one problem with that is the bailing. It's really hard to defend that. If they don't go bailings, most of the time it was okay, because if they just go lings, I'll have almost the same amount of lings with them. And then I would transition to roaches. But if they go baitings, then it'll be a bigger problem, right? Is that sufficient?
If you fast expand and your opponent fast expands, what you need to be able to do is you need to be able to make almost equal parts roach and drone, and that in combination with holding a ramp and having roaches at your expo, you should be able to hold off any kind of ling banling play. I really don't know what else to say about that, because my ZVZ, the way that I play it, I don't really worry about banlings much, but I never fast expand.
Right. Just the style you playing, what is the V like against when you play that style?
What is it, what?
Like, the style you playing, what is like a strong against your build? Like
against my build, the strongest kind of build would be fast expansion into macro roaches. Just a fast expand, safe play where the person just macros and starts to mass up roaches.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But just a lot of things like come down to roaches. I don't know if that's sufficient for ZVD. Like, I don't know.
A lot of what?
Like roaches.
That's what ZVZ pretty much is today. It's just a big roach fest. It's roach versus roach. Kind of like how PvP is 4-gate versus 4-gate, Colossus versus Colossus.
Right. Because when I was in a lower league, was there's maybe a little bit Muta, but later on I find out, like, if you produce Muta, it's gonna roast you really bad.
Yeah, I don't think mutas have kind of left the ZVZ aspect. I don't think I never liked them anyway, but.
And sometimes I have a hard time to a fan of the like 6-gate or something, 2-base 6-gate with Protoss.
With Protoss?
Yeah.
What units do you normally use?
I usually use Roach. At the beginning, probably Roach Lane. If I can fan out pretty well, then I'll probably go to Roach Hydra. Cause I just feel like 6K is really hard to defend just lanes though.
Sure. Normally I try and use Mutiling. I'm not sure if that's a good idea in every scenario though.
But the problem is, can you actually tech fast enough to mute us to defend that 6K?
No. What I normally do is I always usually have like anywhere from 4 to 6 spine crawlers at the front of my base, and that holds off 6K really well in conjunction with Zergling.
Oh, okay. Just probably a lot of more spine crawlers, eh? Okay. Not bad.
Actually, hold on, I might have a... It's really, really rare that I can think of a replay where I can show you kind of exactly what I'm talking about. Hold on, let me find it. I love this guy because I thought he used like perfect force fields. It's kind of orgasming over them, but okay. So this is my approach to ZVZ.
ZBZ?
I'm sorry, ZVP. Pretty much, usually I do the same kind of 14 pool, 16 hatch build. At around 21 to 22 supply, I might start to mass lings if I think that my opponent might 4-gate me. It really kind of depends on who I'm playing.
Okay. Sorry. You want me to turn on the stream or something?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't know you had.
Okay.
The hive cluster.
My timings on this are pretty similar too. First 100 gas goes to Ling speed. Next 100 gas will eventually go to Lair whenever I make it. Generally when Protoss do these 6-gate builds, you have quite a bit of time before the first attack. Usually they'll start off with a 3-gate expo and then they'll throw down 3 more gates eventually, once they get that expansion running.
Right.
Hold on one second. Got my 4 gas running. I threw up my oh, and it looks like he's actually doing 1, 2, 4 gate with a robo facility. There are 2 things going on with having enough time to spine crawler up, okay? It's good to have a decent sized number of lings, like I don't even know if this is enough. Oh no, this is an okay number. What you want to do with these lings against Protoss is you kind of want to keep them in your base, or I'm sorry, in their base, or at least make them know that you have like 20 lings around the field. So the Protoss is a little bit scared to move out without D'ing up his base first, you know?
Right.
When you got these lings out, I don't know, it's really hard for the timings and everything, but when it seems like they're kind of starting to build up quite a bit of an army, like I said, if you throw down like anywhere from 5 to 6 spine crawlers, I think I actually get 6 here, yeah.
Under attack.
I think I barely have time. If he attacks before here, between lings and spine crawlers, you should be able to pretty easily hold off a 6-gate, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, if they attack earlier, it just comes down to scouting and knowing when to put down these spine crawlers. Spine crawlers are very effective, actually, when it comes to defending gateway units. I would compare them to Hydralisks. They're really good at it.
Oh, okay.
Our forces are under attack.
And then you just go back to making drones and stuff once you done.
Yeah, pretty much. I think this guy force fields really well. I like this. Hold on, I'm just gonna. It's pretty ridiculous. When you're using Mutaling against Protoss, it's really important that your lings are dealing damage to the stalkers. When you're going Mutaling, your ling serve is actually they're actually tanking for the Muta. Since there's so many lings, and the targeting mechanisms of the AI are randomized, there's a higher chance that they're going to fire on the lings than your Mutas, since you've got more lings than Mutas. But on the same token, your lings still do deal a lot of damage, so it's important that you don't let your lings just fight zealots. You want your lings moving around stalkers and sentries to kill those, because if you kill all the stalkers and the sentries, your mutas can easily mop up anything else. But if you kill all the zealots, there's no guarantee that your lings can take care of the stalkers and the sentries, you know?
Yeah.
So that's pretty much all then that goes on here. Lings are going around to deal as much damage as possible to the stalkers. Mutas will mop up the stalkers.
Yeah.
If the Protoss does this first big push, one of the nice things about playing against Protoss is that if they lose a big push, Protoss is usually pretty far behind. It's not like Terran where they can lose army after army and then move in with something else that could feasibly GG you really fast. Like you can see after this battle here, the supply count is 122 to 71, you know. He's hurting pretty bad right now after that attack.
Okay.
So I mean, yeah, that's pretty much my approach to ZVP.
But like, we have to try to engage them in the like probably more like spread out ground, right? Like narrow choke is gonna be really hard to.
Depends. Generally, that's true. But if you've got a bunch of spine crawlers, then a narrow choke actually favors your kind of play.
Oh, okay. Like for example, Lost Temple, right? You have when you nitro expansion, you have a very narrow choke. But the force field is gonna, put a barrier, and then the stalker just shoot behind. And
yeah, and like I said, that kind of sucks. But again, if they're in a narrow choke, those lings, it's hard to wrap your mind around this sometimes. But lings are actually serving as a tank in so many different ways. If you have 6 spine crawlers and 40 lings sitting at a base, then the stalkers, when they move stalkers into your base, what happens is the AI is going to choose. There's 40 lings to fire at, and there's 6 spine crawlers to fire at. So there's a statistically, the spine crawlers are going to be shot at, or the lings are going to be shot at like 4 times or 5 or 6 times as much as the spine crawlers are, just because there's so many more of them, and the AI randomly selects units.
Oh, okay.
So even if you're getting brutally force field, move your lings in front of the spine crawlers. Even if the lings are getting trapped by the force fields, just move them so that the stalkers are firing on them while the spine crawlers are getting off the free hits. Does that make sense?
Makes sense. Yeah. Understand.
Any other questions?
Pretty much. I think that's pretty much it, though.
All right.
Also, like, what do you think about? Sometimes what I did is I start against Terran, start roach, and right after spawning point, I put one roach, a roach worm, and I produce maybe 4 to 5 roach, and then expand. Like I just pushed in front door. Like
yeah, that can work really well against 2-racks, and it can work really well against that Marine Hellion push. As long as after you make those initial 5 roaches, you expand quickly, and then you macro very heavily, and you make a lot of drones, that can be very, very, very effective. It only leaves you slightly vulnerable, though, to some kind of a Banshee rush.
Okay.
Because your expo is going to be a little bit late, and your layer is going to be a little bit late.
A little late, yeah. Alright, I think that's it.
All right. Well, hey, if you have any more questions or anything, feel free to shoot me an email or message me on Skype. Well, actually, just shoot me an email because I'm horrible at responding to messages on Skype or AIM.
Okay.
All right?
Right.
All right. Have a good one, man.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Alright, what's going on? Ouch. Alright, where's this dude?